Speaking of broken noses,
UFC.
the UFC is back. We had the conversation before it all happened, but
yeah, I covered the fights for Pro Sports Extra that night. That was fun.
Which night? There's been 3 separate fights since then.
Yo,
249.
did homeboy hand his teeth to the referee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is gangster as shit.
I know.
He was on the ground being wrestled down by his opponent, and he's like, he looks up at the ref. Hey, take these. That's wild.
Were they real teeth or with like fucking implants? God
real teeth.
Damn.
Khabib's dad's not doing well.
Khabib's dad is back in the hospital.
He's always been in the hospital. He's just on life support now.
Life support.
Is that COVID related?
Yeah.
Had a stroke because of it.
So that's gonna cause I don't know. It might cause Khabib's return to take a little bit longer. Obviously, Justin Gaethje pulled off that win. I almost had it right. I said I was going to go to the decision, but Justin Gaethje is a fucking monster. That dude he just would not stop throwing them hands. That was crazy. But basically, what that sets up is Justin and Khabib, but that leaves you with Tony, who's now been beaten, and you got Conor on his way back. There's a fight there to be made. I think that's the way it should go. Conor can't just go straight in to fight Gaethje just because he's coming off a win. I guess I'm all for Conor. I'm always in his corner, but I don't think he should get an immediate title shot. I think him fighting Tony would be the right thing to do. It gives Tony a chance to right the wrong because, he what?
Well, I was going to wait till you're done talking.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So I feel like this is how Conor is going to find himself into a title fight. I think he should fight someone before he fights Khabib. But I think Khabib's next fight is against Conor. No, if Khabib's dad is as bad as it really is, I feel like he's probably going to take a step back for a little bit. And then if Conor wins his next fight, Conor's going to come out with... He
won't jump over Justin Gaethje for that.
No. They want to merge them sons of bitches.
They couldn't jump over Gaethje for that because he's technically the interim champion.
Well, didn't Dana already say that it's Gaethje and Khabib?
Yeah, but that's Dana.
Dana will do anything that makes money.
Right.
And in this climate, he'll do just about fucking anything in general. You don't know what he's going to do anymore. Which is awesome, which I love.
Sure. Yeah, I can't say I've always loved Dana's attitude because at first I didn't. But once you understand him, you're like, oh, okay. He just doesn't give a fuck what you think, and that's what I love about him now.
But could you imagine if Roger Goodell came out and talked like how?
I would love that shit.
Like if Roger Goodell walked up in a fucking like crew neck T-shirt and just started telling it how it is about this and that and the third.
Imagine that and Dave Portnoy doing that way. How that encounter would go down.
Got to get into that at some point. What's going to happen with that? But let's finish the 7 minutes.
Something that's been brewing, and it seems like John Jones can't stay out of people's mouth. Is Francis Ngannou wants a piece? Good God! If it was John Jones said it first. He called out Ngannou, and Ngannou responded, and they've been going back and forth and back and forth.
How have they not flipped this into the next UFC main event for the quick cash? Is beyond me.
The problem they have is John Jones is, for the last 10 years, well, give or take a couple times there, he's been the light heavyweight champion for the last 10 years. If he moves up to heavyweight, he's pretty much given up that strap. So that puts the UFC in a tough position because he's a cash cow for them. For him to come straight into a heavyweight fight and to get beat right away would be terrible for him and the UFC. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm a huge Francis Ngannou fan, but a couple advantages that John would have there, obviously, is, he's got the reach advantage, not only in his hands, but also in his feet. He's very quick. He's very athletic. Could Ngannou actually catch him with one of those ridiculous punches? Go ahead, Ronnie. I know you're chomping at the bit.
No, honestly, that is, like, out of any fight that could happen, that one right there is one that I would buy in a heartbeat.
2020 owes us.
2020 fucking owes us big time. Like, I know we get like a big fight card in July, but I need one sooner than that. Like a big one. Like, I need like 3 main events on one card type shit. Like,
the UFC's got to start cranking out these bangers and making these events kind of count.
Well,
especially with the no gate advantage. Well,
yeah.
Disadvantage, I should say.
Well, that's also a problem. That's why they can't have. They're never going to have Conor fight in an empty arena. Never.
Well,
I don't know about that.
I promise you, they will never let Conor fight in an empty arena.
I think their biggest problem is their contract with ESPN. They're contracted to do so many specials, and they've been backed up for 8 weeks now almost.
They're supposed to do 42 events this year. And if they meet that goal, they get a 1 point, or it's like a big ass fucking bonus.
Yeah, it's like $750 million or something stupid.
Yeah, so it's kind of that's one of the biggest things that's holding them back is they got to pump them out. So you got to spread out the main events. You can't just have.
They got a deep roster.
They got the roster, but you just got to. Every event you can't have 3 in 1. You got to spread it out just to get the subscriptions and the buy-ins.
Well, they have like $249 was pay-per-view, but the last 2 after that were free. So,
right.
And if they keep that model where they have the really, really big fights be the pay-per-views once a month or, once every 3 weeks, if they're big enough, people will pay.
Yeah, that's a big thing because people being out of work right now, not everyone's wanting to shell out the money to do this, like to watch these fights. I mean, personally, if it's a fight that I really want to watch, I'll fucking pay for it. But I'm not going to just blow money to watch shit that I don't really want to watch.
True.
Sure.
Normally, though, in a normal climate, I would fucking get the fight and invite a shitload of people over. But that's
right.
Can't really do that right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can't, but I did for $249, so fuck it.
How many people do you have over, Marco?
I only had I really honestly think it was 6 or 7 of us.
See, that's legal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Catch sorry, Marco, my bad.
No, I was gonna say, what did you guys think that actually got a chance to watch it? Were you pro, against, or indifferent about the no fans in the arena?
It's interesting because you can fucking hear everything they're saying.
Everything, every punch, every kick, the corner.
So from my perspective, I find it interesting.
I do too.
Because it's technical.
It's the way it is in The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's like a natural fighter's way of watching something. But if you're just watching for the electricity, which a lot of people watch fighting because they want to see some real life gladiator type shit, and you don't get that same vibe from an empty arena.
And I'm sure being to 3 UFC events and 1 Bellator event, to be in that atmosphere and to have Bruce Buffer come out and do the ladies and gentlemen, we are live, all that, everything, all of it. There's it is electric. To be in that atmosphere is fucking amazing. But at the same time, when I'm watching the fights, I kind of do like to hear what they're saying to each other. I kind of do like to hear what the ref is saying and all that. So it didn't bother me. And to actually hear some of those punches being landed, holy shit.
Especially in that Gaethje main event.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, in the most recent one, I think there was the women's match where the girl got caught in an armbar, I think, or a Kimura. I can't remember, but she just got her elbow cranked on, and you could hear her just scream out in pain, which and it was just like repulsive, but like you could get the real actual effect of what's going on in the cage without the fans in the stands. So that I found that to be just as intriguing as when Bruce Buffer comes out. So to me personally, I don't mind it being empty.
When that type of shit happens, it's like a car wreck. You can't fucking look away.
Yeah.
There was one fighter on 249. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Nico Price. But he came down. He was like slapping hands to nobody in the audience as he came down for his walk. It was so great.
We'll do the intros.
Well, so get this. So this is a while back. This is when WrestleMania was happening. I was like, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna watch it. My wife walks it. My wife fucking hates wrestling. Absolutely fucking hates it. She thinks it's the stupidest thing in the world. So, I mean, I like wrestling. I do understand that it's different. It's not what everyone enjoys, but
scripted.
It's entertaining.
Yes.
But I forget what entrance it was, but she was like playing to the crowd. It was at one of the women's matches, and she's like, she realizes no one's fucking there, right? I'm like, I just started dying laughing. And now anytime there's any like live sport or live anything, I'm looking for people to be like that because that's some legendary type shit.
I think Rogan referenced it at a post, at one of his post-fight interviews. He goes, tell all the people, there's no people here, but just tell people at home or something. He referenced that there was nobody there, and he said there was literally just the two cameramen, the sound men, each corner's people, him, Anik, DC, and the doctors, and that was it. In a 5,500 or 15,000 person arena, there was like 12 people there.
Yo, that is an empty ass place.
Yeah,
that is a lot of room.
Is he?
Oh God, I'm so sorry,
Brian.
Don't invite me to your career day.